Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Slackercast. Tonight it's Lawrence. Greg is on vacation, so I'll be taking over for tonight. And let's hope it's a good episode. Internet's a little bit weird. Had some technical difficulties, but we should get started now. Before we get started, I want to thank our Patreons. Throw them up, give them a shout out. S'mores Indoors, Shelby W, Hayden Cornelius, Jay the Stingray, Orc 145626. We got
you just showed off to a hot start.
Finally showing up on here.
Oh man,
Jonathan.
Let's bring us in.
Yeah, Mr. Six. What's it showing? Like, did I? Are you guys on there, or did I freeze, or what happened?
Everything on you. Everything went out. Your audio went out. You don't have any video.
it went straight dead silence.
Yeah.
At least you guys are here.
We're
Yeah.
good for now.
So I guess we can get started, man. Corey, what's been up with you, man? You ain't been on the show in a long time. Sorry to put you on the spotlight.
No, just busy with work, doing stuff on S'mores Indoors. We kind of came up with a new concept on there where we've been doing a shit ton of tournaments, which have been a blast to do, and brought some new faces on the channel. So it's been fun lately.
Is he there?
That's it.
Or,
Jonathan, what have you been up to?
I did watch part of your the horror movie one, part of your tournament. That was pretty good. Even though I'm not that big a fan of horror movies, it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, well, we've done 2 porn star ones since then. So
yeah, I was upset I missed those.
Who won those?
Sophie D won one and Sasha Gray won the other. So
I know who to look up tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
You should know both of those.
Shout out Ben
Everywhere.
Grimm. Big T's in the chat. Zombie7979. Thanks for joining us. Never seen you before in our chat. I think this is your first time. Sorry about this is your first show. We're already off to a crazy start, man. But
Sorry about his
it
face.
gets better. It's not all like this.
We're without our fearless leader right now.
Oh,
He's on an extended vacation in the Philippines.
Yeah. So we're down one guy. Thanks, Dan, for showing up, man. It's good seeing you. But I wanted to talk about. Did y'all see that fight last night? I know you watched, or not last night. It was on the 7th. This Canelo Alvarez versus Dimitri Bivol. It was like a big deal fight every night.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, well, he got upset big time. Got his ass kicked.
I heard that.
Pretty much got exposed.
Oh, he's talking a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, he's only lost one fight, and it was to Floyd Mayweather.
But ever since
Everyone
then,
thought he was untouchable, but
right.
sounds like he might have got complacent or
What it was, which was what happens, man. He they boosted him up, his fans did, and everyone. Canelo Alvarez is great. After Floyd, he's been beating everybody. He just went up another weight class because I think he started off welterweight and he went up to light heavyweight. And I was watching this fight, and everyone expected him to come in and just like blitz this guy, and he was just no one ever heard of Dimitri Bivol. No one cared about.
Well, I will say this since he's gone for a minute. It happens every time. I mean, UFC, boxing, you get exposed at some point, so it's just going to happen.
This was rough though because it was a by decision kind of thing. So he just got his ass whooped for 15 rounds. It wasn't like a knockout thing. It was.
Wow.
Oh, he got beat on 15 rounds.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then the UFC main event was I didn't watch it, but apparently it was the most boring main event ever. It was a woman's fight. I don't know what was so boring about it, but apparently it was. There's a lot of internet memes going around the last few days.
Who was it? Was it Rose? Was it Rose and Emma June?
It was Rose and some other chick, and I guess they just kind of chased
Thug
each
Rose?
other for 5 rounds.
Oh, Rose.
She was not thugging last night.
Wow.
So, what about y'all watch wrestling? Wrestling?
Man, I ain't watched wrestling.
Yeah,
yet.
I seen some stuff.
I ain't got back in yet. I'm gonna do it.
Slacking.
I'm gonna do it. I just hadn't done it.
We told you the secrets, the easy way secrets.
It's true.
I actually have watched all of the. I watched Raw. I watched SmackDown from last Friday. I watched highlights of Backlash. I watched AEW Dynamite and Rampage. So I'm pretty much all back in on wrestling.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I watched most of I guess the second half of Backlash, and I like the match Reigns and Orton and them had. I thought it was decent.
Lawrence.
Who knows if he's there or not?
know.
Oh, yeah.
So Corey, you were kind of out on WWE for a while. So are you kind of getting back in? Like,
I still only really watch the pay-per-views, whatever you want to call them. So, because I think that's all you need to watch. They update you on what's happened, leading into each match. So I don't feel like I need to watch it week to week. I did watch it some more when Cody started coming, like when he first came back, just to see what they were going to do with him. But
do you like what they've done with him so far?
So far, so good. Yeah. I'm assuming maybe he's going to get a title shot at SummerSlam. So we'll see.
How old is he?
35, maybe. I'm guessing.
I think he's around that age. Yeah. Greg loves the Kevin Owens Ezekiel thing.
It's stupid, but it's funny at times.
I love the RK Bro tag team. I've always been a huge Randy Orton mark, and I thought Matt Riddle was goofy. Well, the first time I saw him, not wearing like boots or shoes or anything, I'm just like, well, who is this guy? But every week he cracks me up with that stupid ass like surfer dude gimmick. He plays it so well.
Yeah.
What was he like before? Because I never even heard of.
He's always been kind of like that. I think he was in the UFC.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Was he like that in the UFC? Because he
got kicked out of the UFC for smoking pot. So I mean, that's
he was. He's always had the bro gimmick, I think. So.
Yeah.
But I love their feud with the Usos and all that.
Yeah. The
head of the table stuff is great.
I think, he said it on TV, but I think it's probably pretty true that, Orton kind of needed Riddle at this time to kind of make him enjoy doing what he's doing again. So.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that he's been doing it for 20 years because I've been like a Randy Orton fan since like day one. And I'm like, God damn, I'm old.
That's past 20 years have flown by for sure.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I remember when he was a new face in there.
Yeah.
And what was that? The Evolution.
Yeah, Evolution. I know Peacock has had some really good wrestling documentaries. That's kind of what's gotten me back into watching again because there's actually a TikToker that kind of posts them all. So in like parts. and they're all like really good. I might actually just get Peacock so I can watch all that shit.
Yeah, I think it's only $5
Yeah.
for Peacock.
There's the one that's out right now is Ruthless Aggression, which is basically just all about like the newer guys like that came up in the like early mid 2000s, like John Cena, Orton, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, those are good, and they've always done those documentaries really well. So
the Monday Night Wars one was good. That was like a 10 or 15 parter.
Yeah,
just brings back all those awesome memories from when wrestling was at its peak.
Yeah.
This is a strange view. I don't like
it. Oh yeah.
So
I
guess
on my face.
I'll kind of change up the topic.
Sure.
I think everyone's kind of seen on the news over the past week or so that there was a national manhunt for the jail guard and the
started in Alabama,
and they were caught about a half hour from my house. So
nice.
Did you have to do the reporting on that? Or?
I didn't, thankfully, because I hate having to do extra work. So.
What was the situation on that? Like, was she taken hostage or
no, she was working with him.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, she fell in love with him, and she like sold her house and all like everything.
That's so sad, dude. Because like,
and then she blew her. Then she killed herself during the police chase.
She died in the hospital I was born in. So.
Oh wow!
Dang. Oh. So, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Right.
I just don't understand why. I don't understand why people like escape a jail and don't try to leave the country. Like, where you went to Indiana? Like, what are you doing? The motherfucking dude was 6'9". It's like you're not gonna hide for very long. Like, you're gonna stick out like a sore fucking thumb.
I mean, what was amazing myself too.
They like ditched a pickup truck a week ago, and they stayed in Evansville, Indiana, for a week. Like, why?
Did they not watch U.S. Marshals with Tommy Lee Jones?
Anything. Like, I'd at least be trying to get to Mexico some way, or like
Canada. No, Canada they'll send you back.
Yeah.
Well, Mexico can send you back too, but I mean, you go to Mexico, you could just kind of keep going south.
Yeah, their cops suck anyways, I think.
I mean, you got enough money, you can just pay them off.
Bigger problems.
It was just crazy to see, watch that play out through the week and then it just wrap up at home,
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah. Down the street.
So
it's crazy they got away with it for so long because, like I said, I mean, 6'9", like you got to really hide all the time because that's a big motherfucker.
It truly is, and then. Dustin, he doesn't look like you, does he?
No, he's a big no.
No, I said he looks like in that picture. He looks like
fucking my real dad.
Aaron Rodgers in that picture.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like Aaron Rodgers right there.
A little bit, yeah.
What the fuck? And then look at her. Here's my theory with her. She got brainwashed, dude. Look at this face. Like she thought she really
fell in love, dude.
Right.
She fell in love.
I can look at you too soft to be a corrections officer.
Love makes you do stupid things. They say that all the time,
She was lonely, and this guy manipulated her. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like real sweet looking. And this dude is like some 9-foot Paul Bunyan dude. So,
I mean, he was 6'9", so he probably had a fucking hammer. So
right. It was worth dying over. Apparently, sucks, man. Whatever happened to COVID? So everyone stopped talking about that.
The World War III happened, so we're good on COVID. Yeah. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
I forgot all about that. So when someone's like, I don't want to shake your hand because of COVID and they're not wearing a mask, they probably just don't like you. That's what I'm starting to think. We can't use COVID excuses.
I mean, some people kind of have gone to that because I do a lot of like things where I have to shake people's hand, and a lot of people still just don't do it anymore. It's like, do the fist bump or the elbow thing.
It's not a
fist bump is.
He said it looks like one of his cousins. She looks.
You never know, might be.
Yeah, never mind. The internet anyway.
All right, Dustin, your topic. What's on your mind?
Well, my topic was wrestling, so.
Oh, okay.
Man,
already-
what about Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage?
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that for sure. And then that dude got his fucking ass whooped.
Oh boy,
man.
did he? Yeah, man, his arm was backwards.
Lawrence, make yourself useful and find that picture of the guy afterwards.
Yeah, whenever you're done being a robot.
Yeah. Supposedly it was Jamie Foxx, Jon Stewart, and somebody else that beat that.
Busta Rhymes was
the
there.
main Busta Rhymes. It was those three that were the main culprits of the ass whooping that ensued afterwards.
I
Apparently,
like how they came out later and were like, oh, none of those people did anything.
yeah.
They didn't touch him. They're like, okay.
Well, there was like somebody has like the dialogue from the conversation afterwards when Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, they were talking about it, and he was like, Dave Chappelle was like, at least you got attacked by somebody of a astute character. I got attacked by somebody with leaves in his hair, and Chris Rock was like, I got assaulted by the softest N-word in rap. So,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I seen that. But yo, they brought up a good point, man. Why didn't Will Smith get that beat down? Like, this dude was a nobody, so because of that, he couldn't.
because
stay and
they
watch
weren't going to
wrestling.
do that at the Oscars, man. They didn't want to make a scene of it. That's why they
First,
didn't
when
drag him out of there
going up
either.
When he's
Right,
going up
I
there,
can see
you
that
don't know what he's going
argument.
to
I
do.
can see that.
You
Yeah.
didn't know what he was going to do, and then he did it, and well, he's walking back. Now, if he'd have jumped on him, somebody would have come up there and done something. But
Yeah.
Plus, this guy
Yeah.
attacked Dave Chappelle on a stage, and then backstage was a lot of fucking people that weren't gonna fucking be putting up with that shit.
Yeah, like Busta Rhymes was back there, and I'm like, I forgot all about that guy.
Jamie Foxx in a
he's
cowboy
still-
hat.
They beat the shit out of him.
The weirdest name to get your ass beat by though is Jon Stewart. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Imagine-
Jon Stewart, really?
Oh, Buster. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart was like, let me get a lick. Yeah,
Whoa, I
yeah,
didn't hear this. He brought a fake gun and an actual switchblade. The fuck?
the fake gun had like a knife in it or something. And then he was talking about, he said that the reason why he did it was his grandma's neighborhood was being gentrified, but I don't see how you bring awareness to that by attacking Dave Chappelle.
yeah, that's stupid.
Sounds like he just wanted his 15 minutes of fame or whatever.
Tell you what, the guy getting his
15 minutes of ass whooping.
kicked is what needed to happen though, because maybe
I've
that'll
heard
help
about that. Jon
That's
Stewart
good.
wasn't kicking no one's ass.
Hey, everybody can throw a shoe.
You don't know. Everybody reaches their breaking point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't know. Everybody
Shit,
knows
Jon
that could have
Stewart
been
might
him.
be from the streets.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a dark side. You don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what about Elon Musk buying Twitter? What do we got? What do we think about
Oh
that?
man, I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, I
that
forgot
happened
about
what,
that. Big
about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
you
might
need to
wish
overstay to see
Trump
what
back.
happens.
I mean, I don't use
Oh,
Twitter,
yeah.
so I don't really give a shit. But
Yeah, I mean,
I do, but it wouldn't affect me either way.
I do think it's
No.
funny that he like got tired of all the bullshit. So he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the shit and I'll
Yeah.
run it myself.
but why was there such
mean-
an uproar? Why was there such an uproar with him buying it? Like, people were mad about it.
Because people see him as right wing, and
Oh, is
Twitter's
that it?
been long
Okay.
been a bastion of left wingers. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already had Rumble, didn't we?
I mean, he is
So-
kind of right wing in a way.
I mean, he is in some ways with some of his policies and stuff, but
He's kind of hush
I'm-
hush on it, but he's
yeah,
leaning.
he don't go out
towards
there.
it.
He's
screwing around.
what you'd say low key.
Yeah,
He has a brood of worshipers, which is fucking
just like any
weird.
rich guy.
Yeah, I
you know.
guess so.
I mean, it's
They're
still
all-
a ball to move, though. It's like, you know
they're
what?
all-
I don't like what's going on here. I'm buying it.
He was like, I'm gonna buy it, and it's just gonna be a free for all. There's gonna be it's gonna be like Tumblr,
I don't
Just
care
gonna
what
be
you
like-
say.
porn all over the place, titties.
Don't care. Have it all.
There's already porn on Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. It's just gonna be worse now.
Now bring it on, shit.
I mean, that at least you'll know where he stands, how it ends up.
Yeah.
You'll know exactly what's going on. Anyway, what else is going on in the popular world?
I don't know, but Lawrence told me this show will probably only last an hour and a half. I don't think we're making it that far.
Well, Lawrence can't keep his shit on, so I can't wait to hear the ass chewing from Greg when we're done.
Oh my god! Please.
I mean, Lawrence is going to get the brunt of it, but
oh yeah.
See, if anyone's wondering why we haven't had a show in 4 weeks, this is why we haven't had a show in 4 weeks, because we're nothing without
What did I do?
Nothing without Greg.
What's up, Jess?
I love that everyone's come back. We were afraid no one was going to come back when we came back. I think Greg is the only person that's seen the new Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
I hated it.
And his opinion is biased, so
I'm just over superheroes.
I feel the same way, man. I'm like, if it's not a main guy, I don't care. Like, if it's not Superman, Batman, Spider-Man,
well, no one cares.
Wonder
about
Woman. Oh, well, at least he's an original. At least he's an OG. Even if you think he is lame.
I have all the superpowers.
I would love to see Superman done a like in the animation, like the animated movies, like they make him get his ass kicked the most. Like he has the big man problem, and it's like with the Hulk. They always get their ass kicked to prove the situation is serious.
Yeah,
because he can take it. It's like, well, you don't want to kill somebody right out the way, out at the gate. So let's beat up the tough guy. That's how it works.
Greg is in the Philippines and he might not come back.
Jess, what's going on, buddy?
He might not, honestly. I mean,
he's pretty much become a resident there. So,
God, he won't shut up about it.
And he has learned Tagalog now as well. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to come back.
He's building a hut as we speak. With banana leaves. I don't know. They got bananas there. I don't know.
Apparently, they don't have monkeys because
apparently don't have monkeys. I'm with him. I would have expected monkeys of some kind.
If
Lawrence anyone watch any movies? Anything?
Let's see.
Don't you hate when you forget what you watched?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Is that bad, huh?
What's happening,
I haven't really watched anything good lately. I have been watching the NBA playoffs. Y'all watch basketball at all?
That's not a movie.
Well, nobody was saying anything about movies. So we would come up with something to watch.
The first round of the playoffs was amazing. Second round has been a little bit better. I mean, a little bit not as good, but I actually went to one playoff game, which was pretty awesome. That was a bucket list thing for me. I went to the Pelicans-Suns game, and Pelicans won. So
nice.
It was loud and crazy in there.
I was hoping Pelicans.
I've been just really keeping up with. I've just been really keeping up with NFL offseason, and
it's been pretty
interesting to watch everything play out.
What do you mean you watch them off season? What do they do? Just sit in the house?
No, man. People going to new places.
I think it's all
go grocery shop.
All the trades and stuff now, and the big signings of the wide receivers making fucking six figures now.
More money than you'll ever see in your life.
Like, I don't know, but I mean,
I'm glad we talked about this because I watched
these teams sign these guys to these big ass contracts and then they can't build anything around them. So that's what's happened with most teams. That's where the Patriots kind of were able to win for so long, was because they were able to finagle things and make people that weren't as talented and
Well, you
less
also
money.
had a great quarterback that knew
Yes.
that if he took less money, they could put a team around him.
Exactly.
Unlike let's pay Deshaun Watson as much money as the team has, and
All the money.
and he might not even play this year.
He might not even get to play. Like that. But if that's not the most Cleveland Browns fucking thing to do,
Exactly.
That's a Cleveland Brown move to make.
like what the fuck? And like, what about Baker Mayfield? Do y'all where y'all think he's gonna end up?
Jail.
If I had to
Parking lot
guess-
scalping tickets.
If I had to guess, probably Carolina.
You think he's got? You think he's got kind of the raw end of that deal?
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to just cut his ass and let him find a place to go. They kind of fucked him over twice.
Yeah,
and I think he's actually a pretty decent quarterback. He's just been hurt the last couple of years.
He's on the Browns.
I mean, he did like turn that whole franchise around those first couple of years he was there, and then his shoulder was tore up this year, so can't really blame the guy for sucking.
Cannot blame Deshaun Watson for like having
and maybe Baker has a little bit of attitude issues, but I think part of it's his age. I think he'll grow out of that some.
Yeah. Well, he's a little guy. He's got that little guy chip on his shoulder.
And this
channel Doug Flutie.
This whole experience may humble him a little bit, and hopefully it will
bring him down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seattle would be a good place for him. Ben Grimm said he should go to Seattle.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have been on since Dwayne Haskins was killed. That was sad to see.
Oh yeah, man, that was crazy. Was it 25? I think he was.
Yeah,
20, 23, something like that.
That sucks.
Man, talk about your life going in the right direction.
Yeah,
sky's the limit, and then something like that happens. Man, that's tragic. Get hit by a car.
By a dump truck.
Dump truck.
Yeah.
Because this sounds fucked up, but I was like, I was thinking in my head like this dude got hit by a car, but like the guy gets hit by cars every fucking day.
I got hit by a car.
Then I heard it was a dump truck, and I was like, oh yeah, it survived that.
Yeah. Even if you did, you might wish you didn't.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not going to be in the NFL anymore either way.
I think the story was that he
ran out of gas.
You're an NFL quarterback. How are you running out of gas? That's what I want to know.
Just like these dumb motherfuckers that drive drunk. Like, you got all this money, you can't pay somebody to drive you around. You ain't got money for an Uber. Like, what?
You literally have somebody come get you at any time, anywhere.
Like,
and you drive.
Like Henry Ruggs, fucking dude was fucking super promising fucking guy and fucking just threw his whole life away because he wanted to drive drunk.
Yep.
And killed somebody at that. Not even just that he threw his life away, he killed somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Dan, I'm also excited for the AEW pay-per-view. Do you think CM Punk is going to win the belt?
Yeah, he's got to. I mean, they built him up too much. It's his turn to have his belt. He hadn't had a championship since 2013, so.
Yeah, speaking of Henry Ruggs, Dan's brought up Sonny there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'll be in jail forever too until she dies.
What happened to her, man? Did you see her mugshots?
She's fallen off, dude. She fell off a long time ago.
For years. Fair. She looks like a lunch lady now. Dude, she was.
Ooh, Dan thinks Punk might lose and turn heel.
He's better heel than a face anyway. So.
Well, they were kind of teasing when I was watching Rant. They were kind of teasing Paige as turning heel, but I just don't think. I think that's a bad idea. He's been a face for so long. Plus, he's not really. I don't know. He's very boring to me.
Adam Page.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy to have as your champion. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I never understood that whole thing. I mean, he's a good wrestler, but his like gimmick is just like cowboy shit. Like what? Like what? Like, not for the top guy. But that's kind of AEW's problem. If they would button up some of that stuff, man, and
Tell
just,
JBL that.
like, hey, JBL was a good champion, though.
I feel like James Storm was a better cowboy back in the TNA days than Adam Page is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't even have a cowboy hat.
I've always never really understood the AEW title thing. Like, and like the people that are in the title picture, just, I don't know. It's weird. That whole ranking system is dumb to me.
Yeah.
There's things that AEW could do way better and that would put them more like over the top.
They said they're going to bring back Kenny Omega. Supposed to be making a comeback.
Well, they are. I mean, he's just injured right now, I think, or he's like, injured. It's on vacation. He's taking time off.
Yeah.
I want to see a MJF title run. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. He'll get there eventually, but
that dude's a fucking awesome heel.
Yeah, he's one dude. I was saying this the other night on someone's channel. I said, I can never see him as a babyface.
Ever. No, I don't think he could ever. It's kind of like I know Triple H had that one little tiny run as a face when he first came back after his quad injury, but like there's just some people that are meant to be heels, and that's a guy that, I think people would turn on him, honestly, if he turned face. It just wouldn't be genuine.
Yeah.
That's a guy that stays in kayfabe all the time. Anytime you see him anywhere, he's always just MJF.
Yeah, it was kind of like that little face run that the Miz had back in the day. Like, I'm not with the Miz as a face. I'm sorry.
There's just some people that are meant to be heels.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we are going to do a list soon when Greg comes back, and that is going to be one of the lists. Going to be the top 10 heels.
Oh, nice.
Forbidden to do lists
where you are
until he comes back.
We are forbidden to do lists. We weren't going to do that one without Greg, but we are going to do a top 10. So you should definitely join us for that, Corey.
That's a good thing, probably, because you'd only get like every fourth one of Lawrence's. So
yeah.
We'd be on 5.
My internet will be better by then.
One.
I just got to get a tech to come check my internet out. I got stupid cable one.
Here we
it's
go.
Sparklight, okay? It's Sparklight.
Oh, yeah, Sparklight. Yeah, I'm sorry. Weren't they Bell South?
I haven't too. No,
they were Cable One, and they were Sparklight.
That's it.
Jonathan seems to think it's your Tandy computer from Radio Shack that you got back in 1984.
No, mine was nothing to be played with 10 years ago.
You couldn't even run Civ 6, man. We were trying to play it.
This was the hottest thing. 13 years ago, this was a $1,300 laptop. Man.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Its graphics card was
years
to
ago.
be envied. It was like a $1,600.
You got Windows 95 on that thing?
Yeah, I mean, at least
have a face, dude.
Mine's a Chromebook, but at least it's like up to date.
Right. That's fine.
You're hurting my computer's feelings. It's going to do worse. It's going to start acting.
My work gave me a really powerful laptop. I can't use it for any
my computer. I have to rub it on its head and kiss it and make sure just so it works properly.
You just use I guess you can't control everything from your phone.
But yeah, I'm about to say your phone would probably be better at this point.
Big T, none of us have watched Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I have not. I haven't even watched Spider-Man still. You
didn't watch Spider-Man?
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, it's probably hard to get to superheroes when you got all them kids.
Yeah, I can't get to the theater, man. and the worst part, like my wife would want to see it too. So
it's like then you got to find somebody to watch all three kids, and it's like
exactly.
As someone's always going to have something to fucking do, right?
Oh man, let me tell you. Well, when my wife was pregnant with our kids, everybody's like, "Yeah, we'll help you. We'll just call us up. We'll help you all the time." Boy, when they were born, you couldn't find them. Boy, there was nobody. I mean, nobody answered the phone, won't answer text messages.
My parents told me we're grandparents, not babysitters, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I remember when I was a kid, and you dropped me off at my fucking grandma's house every weekend, and I said, "Yeah, you're gonna hang out with your grandma on Friday and Saturday." Yeah, okay.
My kids were.
And then when it comes to this, like, oh yeah, no, I got stuff to do. That's this generation of grandparents, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I love my mom and dad, but they got their own lives. Okay,
It'd be like, I don't know you. It's
Yeah.
your struggle.
No, I didn't.
they're like, come over and visit, but no one's spending the night over here. Okay.
Yeah. It's like, all right. Well, I'll be back in an hour, I guess.
Luckily, we have my girlfriend's sister is usually down to watch B, but it seems like every time we want to like go out and do something, it's like, oh no, I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry, or I already made plans.
Those hours are blacked out.
Yeah, those nighttime hours.
Yeah, 6 to 8. Nope. Remember that back in the day with the cell phone plans?
Oh,
Yeah,
Call me after 9 o'clock.
yeah.
When
Can't
it's
call me
free.
after 9. It was free.
That's where shorthand
You never
came
sent a
from.
text message because it was 10
Text
cents. You're
message.
like,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
10
10
cents
cents
per
per message,
10 cents per
per
message.
word, per letter.
Don't want
Man,
to run up that bill. Them text
Thank you.
messages.
thinking about that today, it's like, man, I would like per day would be like $50 for me.
Oh God. I mean, I prefer to text. If I can text, I'm going to text you.
Oh, me too. Like, don't call me unless it's important.
We can talk all weekend. I got free nights and weekends.
Yeah.
Call on the weekend, baby. It's just a little while ago. It wasn't even that long ago. It seems alien now. Like, really, y'all used to do that? It's like
Just-
talking about somebody using a rotary phone.
Yeah.
You know? What?
It's just amazing all the tech we've gone through in our lives. It's like I'm old as shit, I know, but I got through college without even having internet for shit. So
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
insane.
Had to use that Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
I remember doing reports like that in high school though, where like
Yeah.
using the fucking encyclopedias, you gotta
Yeah.
fucking find the alphabetical one and then like pull the books out.
The
Yeah.
little tab.
I
The
couldn't
teacher
imagine
said,
trying to do college without the internet. No, thank you.
They said we'd never have calculators in our pockets, and like, look who's laughing now.
Yeah. And literally ask Siri a math question and it'll answer for me.
Dude, they have an app. They have an app. This got me through math class that you can take the app and you plug in whatever kind of math you're doing. Then you take it and you point it at the fucking math problem, and the phone will solve the fucking math problem for you.
But Dustin, come on, dude. You're surrendering your soul to the machines. That's what my teacher told me in 6th
I don't
grade.
give a fuck. I can't do fucking math. Why? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Can't do it. It's too late for me.
Yeah.
Why is humanity surrendering to the machines? When
Dude,
you do
I literally
stuff like that,
look. They put when I was in business calculus, and I literally walked in my advisor's office. I was like, "Listen, I'm never gonna pass this class ever. I'm never gonna pass it. So you need to tell me what I got to do to fucking graduate." I had like a year and a half left of school. I was like, "You tell me how we get through this, because I'm not gonna be able to pass this class."
They
I
won't
couldn't
surrender.
my
I
little
know.
calculator wouldn't work, so I couldn't cheat. So I was like, "Look, this ain't gonna work out. So tell me what I can
they
do."
had them big ass calculators, them Texas T180s, the
Yeah.
graphing calculators.
Basically,
Yeah.
they told me, they were like, "Look, you've been in school for like 8 years now. We're just gonna take everything that you've done. We're gonna combine it together. We're gonna call it a liberal studies degree, and there you go. There's your fucking degree with a
I
minor
got one.
liberal studies with a minor in business. Bam,
Oh, Ben Grimm,
How's
look
it
at the
going?
brain on this guy.
got my
Look at the
bachelor's.
big brain on Brad. He says, "Dude, I passed all my college math class."
Yeah, it's true, man.
That's dope.
There's some stuff that it gets limited on, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, just put it in the fucking app and bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
not.
we're all dying in the end anyway. Who gives a fuck? If you can do
Exactly.
And like,
math or not.
and honestly, like if I'm never gonna use any of that. I still have to this day have not used fucking algebra, calculus, geometry, none of that shit.
Not in that way. I mean, you use that shit, but it's in a rudimentary way to get yourself through fucking life. It's not like, oh, I've got to.
Yeah.
Let me figure out what X is here when it comes to paying this bill. No,
Exactly.
it's not done like that.
It doesn't come at you in a formulaic way.
No,
No.
exactly.
Never.
Ever.
I don't know who came up with that.
Especially in my line of work, I don't really do math at all. So really, Plus, Excel does all the math for me. I just type it in. Doop, doop, doop.
There you go.
I'd rather have sex bots before math bots. Elon better deliver. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point, Dan.
I just have.
He looks like a pervert to me, so he probably will.
He probably already has sex bots.
It's in the works.
Man.
He's got aliens like on.
I need the math bots more. I can get sex, no problem. I just need.
Well, he's concerned about the population collapse.
Well, actually, I don't need the math
No,
bots now because I'm not in school anymore, and I'm never going to go back. So.
How about a sex bot that does math too? Can't they?
Okay,
work
now
together?
Why
there.
not both?
Yeah, it's like a nerd chick robot.
Some other
Gamer
robot
chick robots.
you can fuck, and they do your balance your checkbook.
Now that I could get down
And
with.
your taxes.
Imagine a chick that'll play
Yeah.
Call of Duty with you and have sex with you.
TurboTax can do your taxes for you if you know how to put everything in correctly.
Right. See, I don't want to put in stuff. See, I want to automate the whole process. Like, hey, taxes, do them. Thank you.
I just don't want to pay taxes. I need to get a little bit rich.
Yeah, that would be better. Let's stop the middleman.
I need to get rich enough where I can get an accountant that can just, find all the tax loopholes for me, and
Yeah.
I can just be like all the other rich people and not pay taxes.
What do you think of this? AEW needs to get rid of their ranking system.
Yes, get rid of that shit. It's dumb.
It's like we know it's fake. So why are y'all ranking?
It's stupid.
He's undefeated because y'all wrote it that way.
8-0 in AEW. Okay, number 4 ranked tag team. No one cares. Fucking just give us some good fucking storylines that we can follow
And finish them. Don't do them for 2
Yeah,
seconds.
no.
like random.
Don't just and sometimes they're just so random how they pop up too. Like the whole Chris Jericho, Eddie Kingston angle is just, I was just like, where did this come from? And then, I mean, it's good, but it's just like,
Yeah, I mean it's better than WWE where they have 50-50 booking up until the pay-per-view, but still they could do it in a better way that make wins matter and
yeah, it's just makes it just a little hard to follow. And
Right.
the whole CM Punk, CM Punk and Gold Dust or whatever he is in AEW,
Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes just got on there and he's like, yeah, I want to fight CM Punk, and I'm like, well, where is this coming from?
Right.
And then they had this fucking great match. It's like okay, that was a cool match and all, but what, there was no build up to it or anything. You just got on the mic one day and you were like, I want to fight CM Punk. And I'm
Fuck
like,
that guy.
okay.
I saw Lance Archer just one time, and then he threw someone through a table. I never saw him again.
He's been back on lately,
Okay.
but he's also one of those guys just kind of gets thrown in the mix randomly. It's like,
That's their problem. They got too many dudes over there in AEW.
Yeah, they got a lot of people.
Now they got big cast is coming over there now. They got the Hardy, Jeff Hardy. It's like we gotta have time to build all this. It's too much, man.
Jeff Hardy looks like he doesn't want to wrestle anymore.
Yeah, he's just.
He looks like he looks so gassed. His last match, he was just like climbing up the ropes. He's like, I'm like, are you still in that, or are you really?
He's gotta be in his 50s now. Like, how old is he?
Yeah, he's 50 something, I think.
Like, dang, dude. I mean, I see Jericho still doing it, but
Jeff Hardy walked down to the ring for Rampage and looked like he was tired already just walking to the ring.
that's gonna mess up AEW if they keep doing that because they're losing. They're not building OJ. What happened to Orange Cassidy? Did they stop building him, or is he still doing stuff?
Yeah, he's kind of gotten forgot about lately, but I think he's injured.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And then they have Dante Martin. I mean, they have a lot of good guys they already had, but they're bringing in all these new guys that are kind of. It reminds me of what they did.
What Dan said. Jeff has crap blood every night at this
I
point.
wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
Dude, seriously, go Rampage. I think it was Rampage this week. It's the first match, and he comes down to the ring, and he's like the whole time he's walking, and you can see Matt behind him, and Matt's just like, and Jeff's like, he hasn't even started the match yet, and he's fucking breathing all heavy, he did his fucking dance and was out of breath. I'm like, goddamn, Jeff.
He's already got his hands on his
I was
hips.
like, damn, you been drinking again? You fucked up on pills?
That's sad.
I didn't know because I was out of wrestling for a long time, but I didn't know Kurt Angle had a run in TNA and they called it Perk Angle, and I've been watching some of that stuff and
Yeah, some of that stuff
That's
was
good.
overlooked back in the day.
it was
really.
fucking nuts, man. Like he was on. You could tell he was just perked up and fucking just throwing himself through everything. Just and like now he like if you see him in interviews, he just all his interviews is like this. He never blinks. He's like, yeah, you know, when I fought Brock Lesnar, I'm like, God damn, Kurt.
He can't move his neck anymore. I think his neck is like stuck.
Yeah, it's like dude, he doesn't blink. In none of his interviews, he's just like, yeah. He's like, yeah. When I fought in TNA.
He turned into an old man real quick.
Yeah.
And neck injuries, he wasn't lying about them.
Drugs.
Some Kurt though.
He said he was taking like 65 Percocet before every fucking match.
God damn.
He was like eating them bitches like Skittles.
You can end up dying, dude.
Taking 1 or 2, and man, I was high as a kite.
I was like, let me see what they talking about with this Perk Angle stuff. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I rewatched some of that old stuff and like fell in love with it. I hated it at the time, like heel Stone Cold, but that's actually gold to me. I actually preferred that. It's like
it was like Kurt Angle. It was like, you know, when Kurt Angle did that shooting star and fucking landed like right on his head.
Right.
And it was like that's what his whole TNA run was just him fucking throwing himself through shit. Just
I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah, just go on YouTube and look up like Perk Angle, like best of Perk Angle, and just you'll blow your
mind.
What do y'all think of William Regal coming over? Has that guy ever been good?
I actually like his face. I actually kind of like his little like Blackpool Combat Club.
I know,
thing.
I love it.
It's like William Regal's always been a really good heel. So, and I guess I don't know if you would call him a heel, but I guess he kind of is. I don't know.
Why do I feel like he was 50 back like in the attitude there? Like, why do I feel like he's 50 years old then?
Oh, he's old.
Yeah. he's always been old.
He was he was born old and he just stayed that way.
That's like Morgan Freeman effect. Yeah,
exactly. It's exactly what I was thinking of. Never been young.
He was like the GM
he was
for
68, so he's 54.
He was the GM for NXT for years. So
that's a surprise. I really did not think he was that young.
And Jeff Hardy's in his 40s. He was born in 77.
Oh, damn, I'm older now.
Wow, look at you.
Didn't think that. He has been wrestling since he was like 8 or something.
Yeah. I mean, William Regal was always. I always loved everything they did with him in WWE. Some of the dumb shit, though. I wonder if he looks back and he's just like, oh, God. Like Rikishi and kissing Vince McMahon's ass.
Yeah.
And all that shit's on TV too. I'd just be like, man, fuck, man, this is bullshit.
I mean, even Vince, you know, he's the owner of the company. He still did a lot of shit that was like, what are you doing?
Apparently, he pitched an angle where he was the father of Stephanie McMahon's baby, and Stephanie McMahon was like, fuck no. No way. That's too weird. That man was willing to do whatever it took.
Well, he had a match with her like the weekend before her wedding. And like Linda was like, if there's a bruise on her at all, you're in trouble.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, she kind of wrestled for a while whenever she was first coming up. She wrestled with the women before the women were any good.
Yeah.
When they had like 2 women that could actually wrestle. And the rest were just really hot.
Yeah.
Now they're all really hot. They can all wrestle their asses off.
Yeah, like Alexa Bliss came back, didn't she? It's like my number one for WWE.
Yeah, I will say, like,
but she's not doing that dumb gimmick where she's like 12-year-old.
I remember when we would watch like the Attitude Era and like the women's match would come on and it would just be like, whatever. Unless it was like, like a closed stripper match or like a pillow.
Every other
Stacy
women's
Keibler.
match was the Braun
match.
match.
It was just like,
Rock
whatever.
match.
Women's match. And like
HLA.
but now it's like the women come on and it's like, all right, I'll watch this. They actually actually wrestle. So and it's actually like good shit. Crazy.
I thought Lita could rest pretty good.
Yeah. Lita was good.
Yeah.
Trish Stratus was good.
Stratus, yeah.
They had a few.
What was the other one? Man, what's her name? I can't remember. had some characters back in that day, boy. I'll tell you.
And it was so much just like ass and titties, like all over the place.
Val Venus.
Val Venus. Yes.
What's his name with the whole train?
Yeah, fucking Godfather.
Yeah.
I thought the fucking doll was destroyed.
No, she brought the doll out. But she's 100% a face now, so she's not doing the whole fiend thing or whatever anymore. Or whatever it was before that. Bra and panties. Yeah, bra and panties match. I said stripper match. I apologize.
Oh, with Vietnam. Yeah, headphones are doing the thing again. Doesn't
Why not?
Flying
No.
home.
now stop. For a second, it sounded like we were, getting taken out of Da Nang on the last flight out.
We're going back to the We're going to the Philippines to pick Greg up.
Yeah.
And fortunate son playing in the background.
Well, Lawrence, are you there? Lawrence, are you there?
No.
Well,
paging Dr.
we're
Lawrence.
going to keep it around an hour tonight. So, Lawrence already shouted out our subscribers. I don't know how we're going to turn off the stream, but
enjoy the inside of our homes for just a little while.
But we'll probably do a show next week too, and hopefully Greg will be back soon, and it won't be as terrible as this one was. But
Right.
I appreciate everybody coming back out to see us. I was afraid
I did
no
too.
one was coming back
Now
after
here
being
you are,
gone.
chipping in. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
But
one last
Jonathan,
thing,
you need to fucking watch wrestling and
Yeah, I do.
what,
Get
Lawrence?
back on it.
I was gonna say,
Lawrence.
do y'all want to do a Hollow Man watch along?
No, I don't.
What the fuck is a Hollow Man?
You remember that movie from 2000 with Kevin Bacon?
No,
I can't say I do. I know.
no, thank you. Let's just try to do a show. Let's just try to get a show done on Tuesday, okay?
As a show host myself, Jonathan, do you want to promote your anything?
Oh yeah, Jonathan, what do you got?
Oh man, we hadn't had a new episode of Unsolicited Laughter in a while.
Oh, thank you, Zombie
I've been-
779.
I've been out of it
79.
for myself. We'll be getting a new one out soon, so stay tuned for that.
It gets better, dude. This is a bad episode because my internet sucks. It's better than this. I promise.
Well, your part doesn't.
Yeah. This is it. I mean, honestly, it's kind of how Lawrence is every episode. It's like, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out.
Whether his internet's doing good or not.
But
Yeah.
I'm
glad you're paying
I'm
attention.
glad he had fun. That's the important.
Sometimes he falls asleep. Sometimes his boyfriend's in the background.
I was juggling
music's really
school
loud.
full time, work full time, kids full time.
You don't have
You
kids.
don't have kids.
You don't have any more.
They don't know that. They don't know
You
that.
do now.
Thanks for ratting me out. But
I did want
You don't get
to.
credit.
Yeah,
do
Corey,
wanna-
what do you got?
Yeah, this Thursday night on S'mores Indoors, if anybody's not familiar with the channel, come check us out. We got a special interview with an actress named Katie Serafay. We'll be talking about her career. She is one of the stars of Annabelle Comes Home.
Ooh,
And she was on Girl Meets World and Supernatural and some other stuff. So
okay.
that's at 8 p.m. Central. So
What day was that?
this Thursday night.
This Thursday night.
Mark it in your calendars.
Okay, it's 12.
All right. Well, if no one else has anything else, Lawrence already shouted out the Patreon. So, Lawrence,
So what do you got? What do you got coming up, Dustin?
nothing. I do this show. That's it.
There
I'm a busy man. I got a big boy job now, so
you go.
I understand. Important man.
I'll put a link in the chat, Big T, for my channel if you want
There you
to
go.
come check that out.
S'mores indoors.
S'mores indoors. Yeah, check Corey out. Definitely show some love to him. A lot of you guys came from his stuff, so it's kind of like you already know.
Which is kind of dangerous if you think about it. You know, making s'mores indoors, you never know. Don't leave an open flame unattended. That's all I'm saying.
you can make them in the microwave indoors.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
They don't really.
All right,
catch
I'm gonna go ahead and end
Yeah.
send this out. But until next time, guys.
Slack off.
Suck it up.